All right, so we're diving deep today
Yeah.
into your research on finding profitable niches and keywords
Right.
for self-publishing on Amazon. And
Okay.
we're going to focus mostly on audiobooks, right?
Yes, especially on Audible.
Audible. So this is like
Mhm.
this is like a roadmap
Yes.
to unearthing these
Exactly.
hidden gems, right?
Absolutely.
In the
It's
self-publishing world.
like having a treasure chest,
Yeah,
but no map.
that's a great analogy.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, so a lot of people struggle with keywords.
Yeah, and based on what you've sent over,
hmm
I've got a few questions here that I think are going to be pretty
yeah.
interesting for people to hear about.
Sure.
So, for example,
Yeah.
did you know that there's actually a way to estimate how much an audiobook is selling,
Right.
even beyond the ranking?
Right.
We'll be looking at that. And then also,
Sure.
we're going to be using Amazon's own bestseller list
Absolutely.
as like a keyword research playground, so to
Right.
speak.
It's often overlooked, but it's a gold mine. It is if you know how to interpret it.
Yeah.
It's a gold mine.
So before we get too far ahead of ourselves here,
Sure.
let's define the playing field.
Yeah.
So what exactly are keywords and niches?
Keywords are the search phrases that people type in when they're
Right.
looking for a book. So, for example,
Yeah,
ketogenic recipes for beginners
gotcha.
would be a keyword phrase.
Okay.
A niche is a
Yeah.
broader category that encompasses multiple keywords so that ketogenic recipes would fall under the health and fitness niche.
Okay.
So it's like
So it's like a neighborhood versus
exactly.
a street address versus a neighborhood.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh.
So finding those keywords within a niche,
Yeah.
but how do we know if a niche is profitable in the first place?
You want to look for that sweet spot where there's high demand but low competition.
So high demand means a lot of people are searching for it.
Right.
Low competition means there are fewer books
Gotcha.
covering that topic.
So it's like finding that secluded beach
Exactly.
that has perfect waves, but nobody's there.
Right.
Right. Plenty of space for everybody.
Plenty of space, less competition.
Less competition.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And that's where the strategies come in.
So let's unlock those secrets.
Yeah.
What's that first strategy?
The first one is all about decoding the bestseller rank
Okay.
or the BSR.
BSR. Okay.
Think of it as a live scoreboard for
Okay.
book sales.
I like that. I like that.
The lower the BSR,
Yeah.
the better the book is selling.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're focusing on Amazon.com,
Right.
which is the biggest marketplace.
Okay.
And ideally, you want to look for books with a BSR of 50,000 or lower. So that would indicate a healthy level of demand.
Now, when we're looking at the...
And don't just look at the first book.
Okay.
Look at that whole first page and see
Right.
what kind of BSRs.
Gotcha.
Those top books are
How
getting.
do we know if it's self-published or traditionally published?
That's where you have to do a little bit of detective work.
Okay.
You can look for the phrase independently published
Okay.
in the paperback version's details.
Gotcha.
Also pay attention to the author names.
Mm-hmm.
Self-published authors
Right.
often use pseudonyms,
Okay.
especially in certain genres.
So if you can't find much about them...
If you can't find anything about them
Yeah.
beyond their Amazon page,
Right.
they're probably self-published.
Okay, so that's a little clue right there.
That's a little clue.
Yeah.
Another clue is to look at the covers, titles, and descriptions.
Okay.
Self-published books often emphasize keywords
Yeah.
in those elements,
Okay.
even if it sounds a little less polished.
So they're speaking to the algorithm.
You're speaking to the algorithm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got our BSR detective hats on.
Yes.
What is strategy number 2?
Strategy number 2 is all about the bestseller lists.
Okay.
Specifically for audiobooks, you want to dive into those lists on
Okay.
Amazon for various categories and subcategories.
Mm-hmm.
This will give you a sense of what's hot right now.
Gotcha.
One of your sources mentioned that the ketogenic diet was all over the audiobook list.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it's a hot niche.
Yeah, so it's not just the overall list.
No,
But it's also going deeper into those
Yes,
subcategories
right.
and the niches within.
absolutely.
Okay, fantastic.
Now, strategy number 3 is the power of auto-suggestions.
Okay, when you start typing into Amazon,
Mm.
Audible, and it gives you those drop downs,
Those are gold. Those are gold.
what's so special about those?
Because they reveal what people are actually searching for.
Gotcha.
To amplify this even further,
Yeah.
you can use free Chrome extensions,
Okay.
like AMZ Suggestion Expander.
Okay,
This will broaden those suggestions even further.
so we're going deeper and deeper. Now, what's a long tail keyword again?
A long tail keyword is a longer,
Mhm.
more specific phrase that people search for.
Okay.
It's lower search volume, but less competition.
So an example might be
So for example,
meditation versus meditation for anxiety relief before sleep.
exactly.
Gotcha.
And don't be afraid to experiment with the search bar.
Okay.
Type in random words related to your niche and see what pops up.
I like that.
One of your sources found the term anxiety in relationships just by playing around on Audible.
Oh.
So sometimes the best opportunities are hidden in plain sight.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Right. And then strategy number 4.
Strategy 4.
Takes us back to Audible.
Okay.
And this one involves the best-selling filter.
Okay.
So instead of browsing by relevance, you want to focus on the books that are actually selling the best.
So we're weeding out. You're weeding out.
Which is the chass, exactly.
Okay, but how does that help us with keyword research?
By comparing the relevance and the best-selling rankings for the same keyword, you can uncover hidden gems.
Okay.
For example, a book might be really high in relevance, but not even crack the top 20 in best-selling.
So it's popular.
That tells you something...
But not selling.
Yeah, something's off with that book.
Okay.
Maybe the cover's not appealing.
Right.
Maybe the narration is no good.
Gotcha.
So another tip is when you are using that best-selling filter, try broader terms like beginner's guide or trading guide.
So we're casting a wider net.
Wider net.
To see what's working.
See what's trending.
I like it.
And your research revealed a surprising insight.
Okay.
Niches like trading and language learning
often
outperform traditional, health and fitness.
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
A lot of people would.
Huge.
Yeah.
But that's why you do the research.
That's why you do the research.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow.
Okay. And then a more advanced tip is to look at the best-selling positions of similar books across different keywords.
So we're comparing apples to apples, but for different keywords.
For different keywords.
Yes.
So that will give you a deeper understanding of which keywords are truly driving the sales.
So it's like that.
It takes more.
It's like that BSR puzzle. We're trying to piece it together.
Exactly.
Using all these little clues. I like that.
It can be rewarding, though.
Okay. So we've got these 4 strategies. Are there any tools that can help us?
Absolutely.
Well, this.
There are both free and premium tools.
Okay.
That can be incredibly helpful.
Love free.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the free ones.
Okay, all right.
We've already discussed some of the most powerful ones. Amazon's bestseller lists.
Right.
For both Kindle and audiobooks, as well as the search bar auto suggestions on both platforms. And those Chrome extensions?
And the Chrome extensions. So AMZ Suggestion Expander for uncovering those long-tail keywords. And then DS Amazon Quick View.
Okay.
That lets you quickly see a book's publication date.
So those are the freebies.
Those are the freebies.
What about the premium tools?
2 of the most popular in the self-publishing world are Kindle Spy for Kindle books and Audio Suite.
So what makes these premium tools worth the investment?
Well, they offer much more in-depth data and analysis. So Kindle Spy
is for Kindle books.
For Kindle books, gives you detailed sales data, like BSR history.
So we can see how things have performed.
And estimated daily sales.
Over time.
Which can be incredibly valuable for understanding a keyword's profitability.
So it's like having that.
And it also through your window.
Helps you identify self-published books.
So you can get a realistic view of the competition.
Awesome. What about Audio Suite?
Audio Suite is all about cracking the code of the audiobook market.
Gotcha.
It reveals those coveted Audible BSRs and lets you sort books by best-selling.
So that's like our VIP pass.
A VIP pass to the top performers.
To the top performers.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now it even has a platinum upgrade.
Ooh. Tell me about this platinum.
That unlocks even more
What's so special
advanced features
about this?
Well, one of the most valuable is automatic keyword analysis across international marketplaces.
Okay.
So that means you can see...
If I'm thinking about translating my book...
which keywords are performing well...
into Spanish?
In different countries.
Yeah.
If you're planning to publish in multiple languages.
Yeah.
Or target specific regions.
Could I see what Spanish speakers are using?
Exactly.
To find books in my niche?
Exactly.
That's amazing.
So what other goodies?
So it's like having this global...
Yeah, it gives you...
perspective. A global perspective.
I like that.
So what other goodies...
What other goodies are there?
...does Platinum offer?
In a Platinum package.
Well, it includes a review extraction tool.
Okay.
Which allows you to dive deep
So I can see what's working.
into what people are saying.
It's not working.
About competitor books.
Okay.
It's like having a focus group
Learn from their successes.
of readers sharing their honest opinions.
And avoid their mistakes.
So, and last but not least,
Okay.
it has an upcoming BSR tracking feature.
So we can track how those keywords
So this will allow you to monitor
trending over time.
sales trends over time.
Gotcha.
They'll be able to see which keywords are rising
So if something's on the rise, I can hop on that.
in popularity.
If it's declining,
And which ones are on the decline.
I can avoid it. Okay.
So you can make more informed decisions
Gotcha.
about when to release your books.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, so
And which keywords to focus on?
we've got strategies, we've got tools,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm curious about the mistakes.
Yeah, that's
What are some common mistakes people make
an excellent question.
when doing keyword research?
It's just as important to know what not to do as it is to know what to do.
Gotcha. Okay.
So one of the most common mistakes
Mhm.
is targeting keywords that are too broad.
Give me an example of too broad.
So going after a keyword like investing
Okay.
would pit you against countless
Right?
established authors and publishers.
So it's too much competition.
It's like trying to compete in the Olympics
Yeah.
without any training.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got to be
So focus on more specific
Yes.
long-tail keywords
to reduce the
to
competition.
narrow your focus and reduce the competition.
Yeah, right.
Another mistake is ignoring keyword interpretation.
Okay.
Don't just rely on numerical data alone.
So you can't just look at the numbers.
You have to look at the context.
Yeah.
So you have to look at book covers, titles, descriptions, and reviews.
So it's understanding what those numbers represent.
Exactly.
Okay. And then misunderstanding the concepts of a keyword.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a keyword and a book title?
A keyword is a topic or subject matter that someone is searching for.
Yeah.
A book title is the creative and attention-grabbing name
Gotcha.
that you give to your book.
So Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a title.
Exactly.
Personal finance for beginners.
Exactly.
Might be the keyword.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then the fourth mistake
Right.
is falling for keywords
Mm-hmm.
with high demand but equally high supply.
So even if a lot of people are interested in it,
Yeah.
if there's already a ton of books,
One of your sources used the example of
Yeah.
Mediterranean Diet Cookbook.
mm-hmm.
It's a popular topic,
Okay.
but it's also a very crowded marketplace,
So it's like trying to stand out
especially for beginners.
in a sea of products that are all the same.
So for beginners,
Right.
it's often wiser to prioritize keywords with moderate demand.
So we're going for those hidden gems
Hidden
where
gem,
we have a better chance of standing out.
where there's more room for you to shine.
I like it.
Now, I know we've covered a lot,
Yeah.
but it's been all theoretical so far.
You're right. Let's look at
That's written
some
science.
real world examples.
Some real-world examples.
Yeah, give me those case studies.
Let's delve into some case studies
All right, let's do it.
from your research.
I'm ready.
So, for example, a keyword like stock market investing for beginners.
Okay.
It seems straightforward,
Yeah.
but it's a little broad.
Okay.
You could refine that to stock trading strategies
Gotcha.
to narrow your focus and potentially reduce competition.
Okay.
Another fascinating example,
Yeah.
a keyword like raised bed gardening,
Okay.
which seemed less profitable on Kindle,
Yeah.
turned out to be highly profitable on Audible.
Oh, so it flopped on Kindle,
So again,
but it's a success on Audible.
it highlights the need
That's why you do the
for
research.
platform-specific research.
Exactly.
And I've personally had students who achieve remarkable success by targeting seemingly unassuming keywords.
I love that. So it's just those little
And
pockets.
find those little pockets
Yeah.
of demand that others have overlooked.
So profitable opportunities exist.
Exactly.
You just got to know where to look.
Now, before we wrap up
Oh,
this part of our deep dive,
yes.
let's take a moment to recap
I'm all ears.
the key takeaways.
Give me the big lessons.
So, first and foremost,
Yeah.
thorough keyword research
Mm.
is the foundation
Right.
for success in self-publishing.
So it's like that foundation of a house.
Foundation of a house.
You got to have a good one.
You can't build a house on sand.
Exactly.
Second, don't limit yourself to just one strategy or
Right.
tool.
Gotcha.
Experiment with different approaches
Well-
and see what works best for you.
Be
The
adaptable.
more tools you have in your arsenal,
Yeah.
the better equipped you'll be
It's about being resourceful.
to uncover those hidden gems.
Yeah, I like it.
And
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah.
don't just blindly trust the numbers.
Okay.
You need to critically analyze keyword data
Right.
and consider the broader context.
Don't just look at the numbers.
Look at covers, read descriptions,
Understand what they mean.
understand what readers are saying in reviews.
Become a keyword detective.
Become a keyword detective.
I love that. So we're not just
So we've covered...
a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
But there's still more to explore.
Right.
In part 2 of this deep dive,
Okay.
we'll be taking a closer look at those premium tools.
Okay.
Kindle Spy and Audio Suite.
All right. Can't wait for that.
And
Part 2 coming up soon.
see how they can help you unlock
Stay tuned.
even more hidden opportunities in the world of self-publishing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back. Welcome back to our deep dive. You ready to put those detective hats back on?
I am ready to go.
All right. So let's talk about these premium tools we touched on earlier.
Yes, let's start with Kindle Spy. What makes this one so special?
Kindle Spy is a powerful tool for anyone serious about publishing on Kindle.
Okay.
One of its most valuable features is its ability to estimate daily sales for Kindle books.
Wait, so we can actually see how much a specific book is selling?
It takes the guesswork out of understanding how well a book is actually performing.
I thought that was like top secret information.
It used to be much harder to get those insights, but Kindle Spy makes it much easier.
Okay.
It uses a sophisticated algorithm to analyze BSR data.
So it's not just about the BSR, but what that BSR is telling us about actual sales.
And provide those estimated sales figures.
That's amazing. Okay, so we can make informed decisions then about,
Imagine being able to see which keywords are driving the most sales in your niche.
Right.
It's like having a secret window into the minds of readers.
Okay, I'm sold. Kindle Spies on my list.
Yeah.
What about Audio Suite?
Yeah.
You mentioned that one's designed specifically for audiobooks.
Audio Suite.
What makes it stand out?
Just like Kindle Spy gives you insights into Kindle sales.
Okay.
Audio Suite helps you understand the audiobook market. It reveals those coveted Audible BSRs.
Right, and we can sort by
It
best-selling.
allows you to sort books by best-selling.
It's like having a VIP pass
Yeah.
to the top performers.
And remember that platinum upgrade.
Yes, remind me what's included in that.
We discussed earlier
Yes.
unlocks even more powerful features.
What are those powerful features again?
One of the most valuable is automatic keyword analysis across international marketplaces.
So if I wanted to translate my book into German.
This can be incredibly valuable if you're thinking about translating your book into
Yes.
other languages or targeting specific regions.
Could I use Audio Suite to see what's performing well in the German market? For audiobooks for kids.
You could gain valuable insights into what German parents and children are searching for.
Wow, so many possibilities. It's like having this global research team.
When it comes to audiobooks, it's all about understanding the nuances of each market.
Yes, okay. What other platinum features are there?
There's also a review extraction tool
Okay.
that allows you to dive deep into what readers are saying
So I can see what's resonating, what's falling flat.
about similar books in your niche.
Maybe identify areas where I can improve.
It's like having a focus group of readers
Learn from their mistakes.
sharing their honest opinions. And finally, there's that upcoming BSR tracking feature,
Okay, the BSR tracker.
which will allow you to monitor sales trends over time.
So we'll be able to see those rising keywords.
You'll be able to see which keywords are rising in popularity and which ones are fading away.
Avoid the ones that are going down. Hop on the ones that are going up.
It's like having a stock market ticker for keywords.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, Audio Suite Platinum is definitely going on my wish list.
It's all about staying ahead of the curve and anticipating trends.
Now, I wanted to touch on something you mentioned earlier about these different marketplaces
Okay.
within Amazon. Can you elaborate on that?
Of course.
What do we need to know about that?
Amazon isn't just one giant entity.
Oh, wait.
It has distinct marketplaces for different countries and regions, each with its own unique set of customers, trends, and bestseller lists.
So what works in the U.S. might not work in the U.K.
Exactly. Cultural differences, language nuances, and even reading preferences
That's right.
can vary widely from one region to another.
And Audio Suite Platinum can help us navigate those waters, right?
It's crucial to research each market individually and tailor your keywords and marketing strategies accordingly.
With the keyword analysis across different...
Absolutely. Its automatic keyword analysis feature allows you to compare
Okay,
keyword performance across different marketplaces.
I like it.
Yeah.
Right, so we can see what's doing well globally or just specifically in a certain region.
You can see which keywords are universally popular and which ones are specific to certain regions.
Awesome, okay. This is so interesting. The more we learn about Amazon, the more it's like peeling back the layers of an onion.
I realize how complex it is.
There's always more to discover.
Now, how do we actually start using these tools? What are the first steps?
Both tools are designed to be user-friendly.
Okay.
Once you create an account and log in, you'll be greeted with a dashboard where you can start entering keywords and exploring the data.
And what if we get stuck? Are there like tutorials or resources available?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Both Kindle Spy and Audio Suite
Okay.
have extensive documentation and support resources available on their websites.
So they're not alone.
They also have active online communities where users can connect, share tips, and ask questions.
I like that. It's like a community.
You're not alone in this journey.
We can all support each other. Now, before we move on to the next part of our deep dive, I want to emphasize one crucial point.
Okay.
While these tools are incredibly powerful, they're only as good as the person using them.
So we can't just blindly rely on the data. We need to think critically.
Precisely.
Right.
Think of these tools as your research assistants.
Gotcha.
They can gather valuable data and insights, but it's ultimately up to you to analyze that information, identify opportunities, and develop a strategic plan.
So it's like having a high-tech telescope.
That's a great analogy.
Right. It can show us these amazing things.
It's about combining
But it's up to the astronomer to interpret those observations.
the power of technology with the power of human insight and creativity.
I like it. Okay, so we've covered strategies, we've explored tools. What's next on our agenda?
In part 3 of our deep dive, we'll be focusing on the art of interpreting keyword data and analyzing the competitive landscape.
All right, can't wait.
We'll delve into how to extract meaningful insights from the data you gather.
And how to position your book for success.
Let's continue this journey. All right, so welcome back to our deep dive into finding those profitable niches and keywords.
Yeah.
We've explored strategies, right?
Right.
We've uncovered some pretty powerful tools.
Absolutely.
We've even talked about avoiding those common pitfalls.
Yes.
But now it's time to put it all into action.
Now it's time to put it all into action.
Yeah.
It's one thing to gather the data, but it's another to interpret it effectively.
Right. We've got all these puzzle pieces.
Right.
How do we put it all together?
We need to look beyond the numbers and understand the story that those numbers are telling us.
Okay. All right.
One of the first things to consider is search volume.
Okay.
This tells us how many people
So how many people are searching?
are searching for a particular keyword each month.
Right.
So the higher the search volume,
So the better, right?
the better, right?
More searches, more potential readers.
More searches, more potential readers.
Well, that's not always that straightforward.
It's not always that straightforward because a keyword with high search volume might also have incredibly high competition.
So it's that balance. Right.
It's like trying to squeeze onto
high demand, low competition.
an overcrowded elevator.
Right.
Everybody wants to go to the top floor.
Exactly.
But there's only so much space.
So how do we assess
So how do you assess the level of competition?
that competition?
Well, there's a few key indicators.
Okay.
First, look at the sheer number of books that are already ranking for that keyword.
So how many books are already out there?
If you're seeing hundreds or even thousands of books for a particular keyword, it's going to be very challenging.
So it's like being in a crowded stadium.
Especially for a new author.
Trying to get noticed.
It's like trying to get noticed in a crowded stadium.
Yeah.
You need to make your voice heard above the noise.
What else should we be looking at?
Another important factor
Okay.
is the quality of the competition.
So are they
Diverse.
professionally done? High quality?
Titles, descriptions, reviews, are they well written?
Right.
Professionally designed?
Yeah.
Well received by readers?
So we're going up against some serious competition.
If you're facing some stiff competition.
Yeah. So what if they're not?
What if it's, you know,
a team of seasoned veterans?
kind of amateurish?
You need to make sure you're bringing your A game.
Yeah, right.
On the other hand, if the top-ranking books have amateurish covers, generic titles, lukewarm reviews, that might be a sign that there's room for a high-quality book to break through.
So it's like we're finding a weakness.
Exactly.
In their defense.
You need to choose your battles strategically and understand where you can make the biggest impact.
I like it. Okay, so
we've talked about search volume. We've talked about competition. What are some other factors?
What else should we be thinking about?
We should be considering when interpreting keyword data. One another crucial factor is keyword relevance.
Keyword relevance.
This means making sure
Yeah.
that the keywords you're targeting
But we can't just stuff our book with
are truly reflective of what your book is about.
random keywords.
Yeah, you can't just stuff your book with random keywords.
Gonna be authentic.
And hope to trick the algorithm.
Okay.
Amazon's algorithm is getting increasingly sophisticated at detecting and penalizing keyword stuffing.
So even when it comes to keywords,
it's all about finding that balance between visibility and authenticity.
Honesty is the best policy.
Honesty is the best policy.
Okay, so you mentioned keyword intent.
Keyword intent.
Can you explain what that is?
Keyword intent is about understanding.
And why it's important.
The underlying motivation behind a search query.
Okay.
So what is the reader?
So it's not just the words.
Actually hoping to find.
But it's the intention behind those words.
Or
assuming an example.
When they type in a specific keyword.
Right.
So let's say someone searches for the keyword vegan recipes.
Okay.
They might be looking for a variety of things.
Vegan recipes, right.
Quick and easy weeknight meals.
Yeah.
Healthy and delicious desserts, or even recipes for specific dietary needs.
So same keyword.
Like gluten-free or nut-free.
Different intention.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, so we have to dig a little deeper.
So the same keyword can have multiple layers of intention behind it.
Okay, so how do we analyze...
So you need to dig deeper...
the competitive landscape.
And understand those nuances.
Yeah, what are some steps that we can take?
By understanding that intent, you can tailor your book's content. Title.
Right. We want to make sure our book is...
and even the cover design.
really meeting their needs.
To better meet the needs of your target audience.
Okay. All right. So competitive landscape. How do we...
let's talk about...
analyzing that competitive landscape.
What are some...
one of the most effective ways to do that...
tips for doing that?
Is to create a simple spreadsheet or document where you can track...
so we're basically building a profile.
the key metrics of the top ranking books...
of our competitors?
in your niche.
All right.
Think of it as your competitive intelligence report.
What kind of information are we looking at?
Track things like the book's title, subtitle, author, publication date, BSR, number of reviews, average review rating, and any other details that stand out to you.
So we're looking for patterns.
You're looking for patterns?
Trends.
Considers.
Things that can give us an edge.
Any insights that can give you an edge?
So it's like you're studying the playbook.
It's like studying the playbook.
For our competition.
Of a rival team.
Yeah.
Trying to understand their strengths and weaknesses.
I like it. And once you've identified some potential opportunities...
we're creating our own game plan.
You can start to craft a strategic plan.
Leveraging all those insights.
For creating a book that stands out from the crowd.
This has been an incredible...
it's all about combining the right tools, the right strategies...
deep dive.
And a touch of creativity.
I feel like we've uncovered so much valuable information.
To make your book a success?
Really appreciate you sharing your expertise.
I'm glad to hear that.
And walking us through.
I hope this empowers you to approach self-publishing with more confidence and clarity.
I feel very empowered and informed.
Excellent.
So before we wrap things up, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought-provoking question.
Okay.
Given everything that we've learned today, what's one niche or keyword that you're curious to explore further?
That's a great question.
What hidden opportunities are waiting to be discovered?
There are endless opportunities.
The journey of self-publishing is a constant adventure.
The world of self-publishing is vast and ever-changing.
So embrace that challenge.
Embrace the challenge.
Let's see what amazing stories we can bring to the world.
And never stop learning.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, happy publishing.
Happy publishing and